Now, I don't get up to shenanigans like this too often, but I thought I'd get on a horse here on the Mall Road and see what it's like. So I've got this horse that I'm sitting on, and yo, flipping heck, mate, this is quite a ride. I mean, I've ridden on a camel before, and that was a shambles. In fact, that hurt a lot. Actually, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but not as bad as the camel. So here on the Mall Road, on the horse, loafing around, and we've got the chap here who's controlling it. It's a very warm welcome from me and Arshi in Shimla. Today we are off to the Mall Road in Shimla, which was made during the British times here in India. So come and join us. Just reached Christchurch in Shimla, which is a church from the British Raj in India. And in fact, this whole area of Shimla, this Mall Road area, provides remnants of the British rule in India. In fact, this was the capital of the British Empire, you could say, for 6 months of the year, because the weather in Delhi and in the plains used to be quite hot, and the weather here is a lot cooler in Shimla, so that the British government in India used to shift the viceroy as well for 6 months at least of the year to this place. And it still looks very, very British. In fact, that look hasn't changed much, even though a lot of the shops, and you also get some statues as well. The statue of Indira Gandhi, the former Prime Minister of India, just further ahead. And this place over here is known as the Ridge, because you can see downwards. And like I said, the Mall Road's quite famous actually in a number of places. There's also a Mall Road in Lahore as well. So the British were very satisfied in making mall roads in different places, but this is the Mall Road of Shimla, and you can see a lot of activity here, a hub of activity here in Shimla. Lots to eat and lots to do. Let's just have a look a little bit further down on this ridge to see what I can see, because there's a lot more. There's an Indira Gandhi statue just over here. So from the ridge you can see downwards towards Shimla, houses on the hills. There's a lot of natural beauty here. I remember this probably about 25 years ago, maybe 30 years ago or more, and it was a lot less populated back then, even though it was quite populated back then as well. But now it's even more populated. Just coming up to the Amateur Dramatics Club here in Shimla. It's a members only club, and look at the history. It's a Shimla DC 1837. So this was a typical sort of British pastime where you used to have British officers in clubs like this. It's an Amateur Dramatics Club, Shimla, members only, timings 11 to 10:30 in the summer, winters 11 AM to 10 PM. Typical club from those sorts of times. In fact, lots of theatre, playwrights, those sorts of professions, lots of clubs used to be set up from that time. Polo clubs, cricket clubs, you name it, they had a club for it. In fact, the British officers and the civil service used to love those sorts of shenanigans, and that's what they used to get excited on during those times. हाँ जी, 2 मिक्स सॉफ्ट। Archie. So just got a 2 ice creams. They've given a strawberry vanilla flavour. I'm not sure how good this is going to be with a wafer on top. There's a flipping horse coming at me there. Not even letting me eat my ice cream in peace. Now we've got flipping horses in the way. It's actually not bad. I was expecting something awful because it's a typical sort of stand in a busy tourist area, but it's not too bad actually. It's got a wafer as well. Now, got ice cream in one hand, got a camera in another hand. I've got to eat this in a very uncultured way, so please forgive me if this goes wrong. Wafer's alright as well. I was expecting something a bit rubbish, but let's finish this ice cream off. Let's move further on down the mall and see what it's got to offer. Also a statue of the father of the nation, 1869 to 1948. A statue of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, also known as Mahatma Gandhi. And that's not actually a bad version, actually. It's better than the Indira Gandhi version as a fountain feature as well. It's not a bad copy. The one in Parliament Square, London, actually is a good one. This actually isn't too bad. It's a lot better than the shambles that is Indira Gandhi's statue here on the Mall Road. I gotta say, actually they've done a nice job in making a nice fountain feature with it that somebody's just shut off. And maybe it's a water saving strategy, but they've shut off the fountain. Now, I don't get up to shenanigans like this too often, but I thought I'd get on a horse here on the Mall Road and see what it's like. So I've got this horse that I'm sitting on, and yo, flipping heck, mate, this is quite a ride. I mean, I've ridden on a camel before, and that was a shambles, in fact. That hurt a lot. Actually, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but not as bad as the camel. So here on the Mall Road, on the horse, loafing around, and we've got the chap here who's controlling it. There's a dog over there. I'm not sure what he's taken anger to, but I'm on the horse, so if he wanted to attack me, he couldn't get me, because in fact, I'm just hoping that this horse doesn't leg it, because I don't know how to ride a horse. In fact, I've only ever ridden a horse a couple of times before, and it didn't come off too well. This flipping heck, this is actually, it is quite uncomfortable. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, and I thought I would be able to talk and vlog at the same time, which I am, but what I want to say isn't coming out, because flipping it, I've got to sit right in this. And just coming up to the Mahatma Gandhi statue that I was at earlier, and I'm not sure where this chap is going. In fact, I think the horse is just taking him. I'm not sure where we are heading, but it's all happening here on the Mall Road in Shimla, on top of this horse. And I've got to say, if ever you are here in Shimla, take a ride on a horse. It was only 100 rupees, which is roughly £1, roughly $1, give or take a bit. I'm not an exchange rate expert. I'm just here riding on a horse, and I think they do a lap of it here before they get round. And this is where the horses are, near this point, not too far from the Christ Church, not too far from the Mahatma Gandhi statue, not too far from the Indira Gandhi statue, which you got flipping heck. This is, you know, every time I get into a bit of a routine here, this horse does something, and there's loads of horses here. I hope one doesn't come out and attack me and bite me, but it's all happening here in the Mall Road. I think that's it. I think that's the end of my journey here. So it's 100 rupees, not 1,000. Don't pay 1,000, it's 100 rupees to give to the chap who took me on this wonderful horse. The horse's name, in fact, was Pavan, he was saying. A wonderful name for a wonderful horse, and generally actually wasn't too bad. A few areas, a few bumps along the way, but an interesting ride nonetheless. I've got a couple of guys here who are also on vacations in the Mall Road as well, yeah? So I'm going to find out. What's your name?
My name is Puneet.
Puneet, and yours is?
My name is Ajay.
Ajay. And what are you doing here?
We are studying here.
Studying in Shimla?
Yeah.
Which college?
HPU University.
HPU, Himachal Pradesh University.
Yeah.
What are you guys studying?
Masters.
Masters in?
Political science.
Political science?
My master's in MBA, management.
So you're doing an MBA. He's the politician.
Yeah.
So that means you don't...
Upcoming politician.
Upcoming politician. That means you could be the next leader.
No.
Yeah?
Yes, he can be.
So what else is there here in Shimla to see? Anything good?
Kali Badi Mandir, Jakhu Mandir,
Jakku Mandir.
and Tara Devi Temple also.
Okay.
And here is the Brewer State Club also. You can visit there for night clubbing.
Oh, night clubbing here.
Yeah.
See, this is the guy who knows about the night clubbing. The politician stays quiet. Yeah, the MBA student knows about the nightclubs. The politician knows about the nightclubs, but he stays quiet because he's got his political career. See, yeah. Sahi baat hai?
Yeah, it's true.
Advanced study. You can visit advanced study.
So this is what the youth of today are doing. So I've got to say thank you to these two who met me along the way. I was actually here at Tikki stand waiting for some food, and they popped by. So I wish them the best of luck in their studies, and hopefully one day see you on in a debate with some politicians on NDTV, or maybe even Republic TV with Arnab Goswami. Yeah.
You will see.
The chap is just frying the tikkis. They're made of potato and probably another couple of fillings as well. So right after just meeting those two students, the MBA student and the political science student, my tikki is ready actually. It's been a while since I had the tikki. I did do a vlog last year with this cuisine when I was in Uttar Pradesh, and it's a go-to food for me. Always good when you're on the move and you want something light to go actually, because this actually does the job for a short time. Just want to break this up just to see what it's like, but it's perfect food to have on the go. A good old tikki, you can't go wrong with this. Tamarind, mint chutney, just what I need to keep me going on the mall. So I'm going to finish this off before heading on further down the Mall Road and seeing what I could find. Just coming along further back down after finishing off my tikki. Don't use mobile while driving. Very sensible advice here on the Mall Road. But that's it for today on the Mall Road. It's been a wonderful trip, and see you next time.